Perfect. And I want you to spotlight Sky, okay? Because our nutritionist, she's going to take it from here. And I just want to say again, thank you guys for showing up. This is our fourth week. Do you believe 4 weeks out of six? And, time goes by fast, right? But like I said from the beginning, it's all about what you do when you're not in the class. That's going to determine your success. Now, today, we have a lot to go over because Sky is going to talk about labels, how to read labels properly. And she's also going to talk about, if we have the time, something that I think is very near and dear to my heart because I know how effective it is, and it's called intermittent fasting. For those of you who really want to jumpstart your metabolism, lose some weight, and also gain more energy, intermittent fasting is the way to go. So, with that being said, Jaden, spotlight Sky, okay? Excellent. And so, Scott, you're going to take it from here, and we're in your very capable hands. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. It's good to join everybody once again this week. I hope everybody is seeing some results. I mean, we've been 4 weeks in, and you should feel a little soreness in your muscles that you haven't worked in a while. You should feel a little shift in the foods that you're eating or not eating. And, just stay with it. I just want to encourage you to stay with it because things are a little challenging in the beginning, but they get better, they get easier as you move along. So you're definitely in capable hands with the professionals that are joining you on these calls. So thank you, Vince. Thank you for creating this platform for us to transform together. I was looking back at one of the episodes that you recorded, and I wanted to add that we had talked about sugar and how some people have sugar cravings. So the supplement that I was trying to think about was chromium piconate, which is a very good supplement to use to help just decreasing the craving for sugar. And let me just read a couple of things that it's helpful with. It helps to reduce insulin resistance, and it also helps to improve depression. And there's also the Ayurvedic supplement that I mentioned as well, which also helps. It's casually called the sugar buster, but it's also called, I'll spell it for you, Gymnema, Gymnema sylvestri. And it's a plant, and it also helps to reduce those cravings for sugar. With that supplement, I would say just don't take it along with any other kinds of medication that's used to reduce sugar levels in the blood, because it does affect the blood. And you don't want it to go too low. It does affect sugar levels in the blood, so you don't want it to drop too low. Right. And so it's recommended for diabetics as well, as well as those who are pre-diabetic. It shouldn't be taken with aspirin or St. John's wort, again, because of its sugar lowering capacity. And also if you happen to have allergies to milkweed, because it's in that family of plants. So those are just three things that there's a chromium piconate, chromium niconate, as well as the Gymnema. So those help with sugar cravings. So I just wanted to go back over that because I know I was trying to think of the name of it at the time, but I didn't think of it at the moment. Yes. So labels, food. Yes. I know we like to hold on to notions of days gone by where we could just trust that when we go into the store to buy food, the supermarket, that we're going to get foods that we just need to prepare and consume. There was a time when we knew our neighbors, when we knew the people who lived in our neighborhood. We knew who knew how to make baked goods, and we knew it because everybody would find out about that person because we tried it, we tested it, and we knew it was good. We knew who knew how to sew clothes, right? Because they lasted long. We knew who was the best teachers because we got the feedback. Those days are long gone, right? Everything has gotten big, everything has gotten impersonal, and everything has become money driven. We knew who the best doctors were. They even made house calls back in the day. We knew who the doulas were and the midwives were, right? Because they didn't lose any babies and they got to know the children as they got older. Those days have gone. You know, we have challenges because it's become so huge and so commercialized. And it's the same thing with our foods. We can't just say, oh, because this company sells food, that they're thinking about us, right? Because there's nobody that's going to say, hey, did you try that? It had this effect on me. No, it's just there and we just get it and we just hope for the best.
Yes.
But those days have gone, you know, even with medical help. You know, we trust when we go to physicians that they have our best interest at heart. That's not always the case, unfortunately.
Yes.
So we have to be, it's not too much to say that we shouldn't be precautious, you know, about what it is that we're consuming, because whatever we put into our bodies is going to have an impact, either for the better or for the worse. There's no such thing as neutral, even with water. Whatever you put in our body affects us on many different levels. We know that we are physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual beings. So whatever we put into our body is going to affect us on all of those different levels. To make an extreme example, we take 3 shots of some kind of alcohol, we know it's going to have an immediate impact on us, right? It's going to have an effect that's obvious. You smoke a joint of marijuana, you know it's going to have an impact. That just got taken in through the respiratory system. It's going to have an impact on us. Whatever you put in your body, even something like caffeine, you know, you have your morning cup of joe and a donut, it's going to have an impact on your body. It's going to push your heart to race faster. You perceive yourself to be more alert. But then there's the downside of that, where you're feeling like kind of irritable. And I wish this person would stop talking to me because my head is pounding and I'm crashing from the sugar. We don't necessarily register it like that, but it has an impact on our overall well-being, not only for ourselves, but for our children as well, for our elders as well. It affects all of us. So it behooves us to make sure that we're being mindful about what we are putting into our bodies. We have to be not only just subject to the whims of our taste buds, right? That can't be the final determinant. We've got all this brain matter up here that should override anything that our taste buds are saying, I gotta have, I gotta have, I gotta have. We have to begin to think in terms of, I want it, but is this the best thing for me? I want it, but who made this? Do they have my best interest at heart? Do they have a history of having our best interest at heart as a company? So I wanted to take a look at just a label on a seemingly harmless snack food, right? So I'm going to pull up the ingredient panel. Hang on one second. Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay. So what we have here is just a bag of Doritos, a bag of chips, corn chips. You know, it's a favorite for a lot of people. Let's always turn that package over and take a look at the ingredients. They're corn chips. Now, let me just say this. If you've got 2 and 3 paragraphs of something that's seemingly simple, you're going to want to lean into it, right? Like, what is all this? If you start seeing words that look like sentences, you got to say, well, what is that? What is that I'm getting ready to eat? I mean, I know it tastes good. I like it, but what exactly is that? So let's start with the first ingredient. So our first ingredient is what? Whole corn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So corn. Corn is going to bring me to a concern because 99% of the corn that our country, the United States of America, produces is not for human consumption. It is a genetically modified organism, right? So we have to question, well, what is a genetically modified organism? We kind of touched on it a little bit, but what is a genetically modified organism? So let me just minimize this really quick. Now, can you see this behind it?
No, we don't see anything behind it. I don't.
Okay, let me just stop the share and restart the share. Hang on one second. So, a genetically modified organism or genetically modified food, or what is being called nowadays is a bioengineered food.
All right.
Here we are. What does that mean? It means that there have been changes that have been introduced into the DNA using genetic engineering. That means it took scientists to go into the laboratory and alter how the cell functions. So they get into the cells of the corn and change it. And they did this because for so long, crops and produce, things that we eat, have been sprayed so heavily with herbicides and insecticides and fungicides. But Mother Nature is so super intelligent. For every spray that we come up with to kill this, she says, well, I've got something that will survive that and do better, be stronger. And they come up with another spray to kill that. And then she comes back with something else that's more resistant. So now over the years, it's gotten to a place where we've got these super weeds and we've got these super bugs that just are not responding to the chemicals that have been doused on the foods that we've been eating. So they said, okay, what we have to do now is instead of putting more things on top, let's go inside of each of these different organisms. So you take something like corn, they've genetically engineered it so that the insecticide is now inside of the cell of the corn, so that insects that would normally want to come and eat the corn, just like we do, when they eat it, they get hit with the insecticide, and it kills it. It kills that insect. And even same thing with the herbicides and the fungicides. It kills it, but then we're left with eating it.
Right.
Like, so what is that doing to us when on a cellular level, there's an insecticide that's killing these insects? What is that doing to us? Right? It's a very, very valid question, right? What are the things that they are splicing up the DNA, which is the building blocks? The DNA is what makes my eyes brown and somebody else's eyes blue. It's what makes somebody have the ability to be able to run fast and somebody else not so fast. A lot of things are genetically predetermined. So they're going inside and tinkering with the building blocks of what makes a substance a substance. So when you've got genetically modified or bioengineered organisms, you can have two apples that look exactly the same on the outside. And one says organic and one says conventional or genetically modified. And we look at them, we go, they look the same. Why is one 50 cents more than the other? Because one has not been genetically modified and the other one has. And so with genetically modified foods, we have these side effects, these potential concerns around genetically modified organisms we see here. Allergies, because GMO foods contain foreign genes, genes that are not natural to that particular fruit or vegetable. You don't know what you're actually eating on a cellular level. You could actually be eating something that you're allergic to, right? You might be allergic to, we mentioned ragweed, maybe ragweed. But what if it was spliced with a ragweed-like plant? And you're eating this apple and you don't know why. Your throat is irritated and you're sneezing all the time and you think like, apples are just no good for me. But it just might be because of what it was spliced with. Cancers. We know that cancers develop because there is an alteration in the DNA, the reproduction of the DNA. The DNA has been damaged and now it's reproducing itself in a way that lends itself to a mutation. That's what cancers are. So what are they doing? They're modifying, they're changing the DNA. It's modifying the DNA. So they're concerned about, of course, cancers being caused because of it. We mentioned the herbicides that I just mentioned. And then honeybees, they're not able to actually do their job to pollinate because now their orientation is off because they're trying to consume products that have been genetically altered. So we have concerns about something like corn, which is one of the most genetically modified vegetables that we consume. So we might want to look towards, not saying give up corn, but we just don't want to eat genetically modified corn, right? And I have here, it's worth noting that on foods that are labeled 100% organic, they are 100% organic. But if a label says just organic, it can still contain genetically modified organisms or bioengineered organisms.
Mm.
Let's go back to the label. Oh, I gotta share. So back on the label, the next ingredient we have that was a little bit of concern are vegetable oils, right? It's a vegetable oil. What could be problematic about a vegetable oil? And a list here, corn oil, and that's one of the main reasons that corn is used. Corn oil, canola oil, sunflower oil, etc. Even maltodextrin. Maltodextrin is a byproduct from corn. Let's take a look at what the problem could possibly be with our vegetable seed oils. We here talk about seed oils. So these are some of the seed oils. These are some of the seeds that are used for oils, but they're typically created through synthetic chemical extraction. They're not just pressed. They go through chemical extraction methods, and some of it includes bleaching them and deodorizing them as well. So what happens with that? They're prone to oxidation, which means that you can come up with a lot of free radicals as a result. Free radicals are damaging to our cells, and they cause chronic problems and inflammation and cardiovascular disease and cancers.
Mm.
We have here expeller pressed seed oils are better because they're not using chemicals as a means of extracting the oils out of these seeds. They're being pressed, and cold pressed are best because they're not adding any heat to destroy the positive properties of it. And they're not using any chemicals and high heats to extract the oil out of it. So we want to look for on the label, expeller pressed, cold pressed seed oils. And just a note, as I mentioned before, when oils begin to smoke, they're being broken down and they can become very carcinogenic, mean cancer causing. So if you see that it's smoking, you want to discard it. And, as I mentioned, olive oil is great to be consumed in its natural state. It's not the best to be consumed. You don't want to fry with it. There are others that have a higher heat tolerance, like coconut oil and avocado oil, but olive oil you want to try and get in its more natural state. Another ingredient that was on that label was MSG, monosodium glutamate. Does anybody know that they have a reaction to MSG? Anybody? We know that it can cause, people became aware of it because it was used a lot in Chinese food, but it's used in so many different products, and it's listed under many different names, like yeast extract and hydrolyzed yeast. It has a dozen different names that they've allowed it to be used under. And these are some of the symptoms that you can get just from having MSG or monosodium glutamate in your food. So you have something as simple as just eating some corn chips, but it can cause flushing, headaches, feeling of pressure, numbness, tingling, burning, tightness in the face, sweating, fluttering heartbeats, chest pain, feeling sick, just from a sensitivity to monosodium glutamate.
Wow. There you go.
We also have artificial colors. So let's take a look at, I'm going to go back to our label real quick. Where's my label? Oh, here it is. So on the label here, we have, of course, a host of dairy products. We got a number of cheeses that are on there, and the whey protein. You know, a lot can be said for the dairy products. If you're sensitive to it or intolerant of it, you already know this is going to be a problem. Even if you're not, it's a problem. So we have behind that, we have artificial colors. Now it's listed here, artificial color, yellow number 6, number 5, and red number 40. These are the most commonly used artificial colors all in one package. These are the ones that they're most allowed to be used. About 90% of artificial colors that are used are these 3 right here. And it looks pretty simple. It's yellow, you know, yellow color number 6, yellow color number 5. It's like a box of crayons, you know, you want to pick out whichever color you want to use to color it.
Right.
But is it really that simple? Is it really just that
Harmless.
innocent?
Yeah.
Now, the things that I have here under artificial color yellow number 6 can be applied to number 5 and red number, the other red color that it was.
40, yes.
A lot of the same side effects. I didn't list all of them, but a lot of the same side effects. So something yellow number 6, this is its chemical name, disodium 6 hydroxyl 5 sulfonazole, and then I won't even try and pronounce the last one. It's a chemical. It's a chemical that got made in the lab. All these artificial colors are chemicals. They're synthetic substances that were created in the laboratory, right? To add brighter color. Vince, you showed last week the differences between the Fruit Loops in the US and the Fruit Loops in the UK. So they want to make it brighter. So the idea is to make it even more attractive to children who are already hit with sensory overload, because you know they're on their screens and they're seeing all these things coming at them. So in a way to be able to compete for the children's attention and the parents too, they want it to be brighter. They want it to be neon. They want the colors to shout at you. Like a natural color is not enough, right? They want the colors to shout at you so you can say, me, I want that, get that, I want that. But what is the cost, right? So we look at yellow number 6. It causes adrenal tumors in animals, right? So they say it can be disputed. And if you look up a lot of the initial searches will come up with some really passive kind of statements about the damage that these artificial colors do, that because the FDA allows it, that it's usually okay.
Jeez.
But the overwhelming results from independent companies that do the research, they don't mince their words. So may contain, may be contaminated with cancer-causing chemicals, occasionally causing severe hypersensitivity reactions, an unnecessary risk to the food chain, to the food supply. In large amounts, it has a potential for organ toxicity, respiratory tract infections when you breathe it in, skin irritations, eye irritations. This is as recent as just this August.
Wow.
Might increase the risk of testicular and adrenal tumors. A study has found that this food dye may cause tumors in rats, huge, ginormous tumors it causes in rats in the mammary glands and the testicular organs of these rats. Who wants to take a risk like that, you know, with their children, right? You want them to be able to grow healthy and be able to reproduce, right? Who wants to, and we say this is just a bag of chips, right? But this is, you'll find these same colors not only in foods that we eat, you'll find it in beverages that we drink, you'll find it in cosmetics that we use, and that's whether you're talking about makeup or just skincare products. You'll find it in vitamins. You'll find it in so many things. So although it may be a little bit here and a little bit there and a little bit there, all those little bits add up to what? A big something, a significant amount that we're taking, especially if you happen to like particular things. So maybe you like Doritos And that's your snack of choice. So your kid, that's their snack of choice. So you get it for them every day to consume. And you pile that up with maybe yellow dye that's in Mountain Dew, or the number of different things that you can find it in. So it's no longer just a little bit that we're getting. We're getting a significant dose of this particular artificial color, as well as the other artificial colors that are in a number of different products, and it adds up. And then if you have someone who is more sensitive, they've got a condition, right? It may be asthma, it could easily be a respiratory irritation. They could be having stomach difficulties, right? Because the doctor hasn't said, well, could it be the artificial colors that you're consuming? They don't even ask those kind of questions, right? It's not even on a medical practitioner's radar at all, right? Just to be mindful of the fact that doctors are not trained in nutrition, right? It's not a requirement for a medical doctor to take even one class in nutrition. So it's not like it's, their fault, because they just weren't trained that way. But it's important to know that it's not going to be something that a doctor is going to even ask you about. You might be suffering with chronic headaches because you have a reaction to some of these colors or dyes. And, you don't know why, but a lot of it has to do with the foods that you're consuming.
Yes.
Neurotoxicity. This is talking about your brain health, right? So it can be linked to attention deficit disorder in children. And here we thinking that they're just acting up. They're just acting out. But these are chemicals we're talking about. These chemicals actually having an effect on their brain function, right? If it's a neurotoxin, oftentimes what these neurotoxins do is that they speed up the activities of the brain cells. And if you watch them under a microscope, they speed up to a feverish pitch, and then these brain cells actually die. And so all this is going on inside the brain of a child. It's going on inside of us too. But we get the reaction a lot more acute in children. You see it when they start eating this stuff, and then they get hyper and they start rolling around on the floor, and they start wanting to talk to you they got to talk to you, and they got to talk to you. And you're like, would you go somewhere? You want to give them their phone so they can go somewhere and sit down and stop bothering you. But you've loaded them up just unknowingly with maybe a drink, these quarter waters that have these things in it that just cause them to react in ways that we don't necessarily associate with just giving a child a drink, right? So researchers report that artificial food dyes often contain petroleum. What do we need petroleum products?
Sheesh,
These are
yes.
oil byproducts.
Oh, yeah.
And are manufactured with chemical processes that sometimes include formaldehyde, hydroxides, aniline, sulfuric acids, arsenic, lead, and mercury. The FDA confirms that certifiable color additives are synthesized mainly from the materials obtained from petroleum.
Phew.
These are waste products that they said, you know what? Let's send it to market. Let's figure out a way to make some money off of it.
Yeah.
That's what saccharin was. Saccharin
Amazing.
was a byproduct of weapons.
Huh.
It just happened to be very sweet. So they sent it over to the food department. Never
Incredible.
mind the side effects.
Yes.
So the FDA doesn't require manufacturers to test food dyes for developmental neurotoxicity, but we're eating it. The FDA just gives it a pass. Studies have shown that yellow number 6 contains benzodiazepine. It's a cancer-causing substance. And so, of course, while these things have been approved to be used in foods and drinks and supplements and cosmetics, they contain substances that can be harmful in large amounts. And these are things that are accumulating over time in our systems. And so we end up with a lump or a bump and have no idea where it came from.
Wow.
So to limit or avoid exposure to yellow number 6, consider choosing whole foods over highly processed foods, and read the ingredient labels, identifying yellow number 6 in commonly consumed products. Pick products without synthetic dyes, including organic foods and drinks or products containing natural coloring additives. It's essential to be aware of potential risks, safe consumption levels, and possible allergic reactions or some of the side effects. These are just some natural colorants that you'll find more in the quote health food products. These are companies that are a bit more conscientious about what they're putting in them. And of course, they do cost a little bit more. But again, you kind of like, do I pay more now or do I pay more later? So
Right.
you have things like turmeric, saffron, annatto, pumpkin extract, yellow carrot extract, and yeast derived from natural ingredients. And you'll see those on the label. It'll say these kind of things in the coloring. These were also 2 other products that were on the list. Let me go back to the list real quick. Back to our Doritos.
Mhm.
Don't be mad at me. I'm just the messenger.
Yeah.
If Doritos happens to be like and this is just the plain Doritos. These are not the flaming hot. These are not these are not the added souped up Doritos, right? Which have even more ingredients, right?
Right.
So these last 2, the disodium, where is it? Let me move this out of the way. The disodium inositate and disodium guanylate. Let's take a look at. These are quote unquote flavor enhancers. Now, why a flavor needs to be enhanced is beyond me. If it's a flavor, it's a flavor. If it's good, it's good. If it's not, it's not. I don't, enhancing it, I don't know why that's supposed to happen. But it's similar to MSG, which is also supposed to be a flavor enhancer. So
Right.
some of the side effects: headaches, dizziness, flushing, gastrointestinal disturbances like nausea or diarrhea, all
Mm.
things that can come about as a result of having these ingredients. And these are common ingredients that are
Yes.
found in foods. So
Mm.
this is just a bag of chips.
Right. Right.
And I just encourage you to take the time to value your body. This is your temple, right?
Yes.
This is what's carrying you around for your entire life. If
Yes.
you load it up with things that you can't spell, you can't pronounce, you have no clue, but you're just giving a manufacturer who lives God knows where, who thinks God knows what of you, right?
Mm.
Could care less. It's not like somebody that you know who's putting some love and care in the food that they're preparing. These are complete strangers who are just trying to make a dollar, right?
Yeah.
Off of you not knowing and not caring enough to read the label and say, well, what is that? What is that?
Right.
Right? Take the time. If you value yourself, if you value the lives of your children, your loved ones, and you can just Google this, right? And I would say if you find a Google search that says, well, it's approved by the FDA, and some people say that it can cause harm, but that hasn't been verified by the FDA. Understand that the FDA has been compromised over the years. Things that have just flown through the FDA's desk with a stamp of approval are highly questionable nowadays, right? Because the department has been compromised. So if it says a little bit could go wrong, just kind of add a little more onto that. Right? You
Mm.
want to look at things that have ingredients that you recognize and that you can say I feel good about. And the shorter the amount of ingredients on the label, the better. And when it comes to the festivals and fruits, just be mindful that we do have these genetically modified organisms now in the stores, in the neighborhoods around where you live, right? Are being pushed at us. And if we're not savvy enough to know that not everybody who's selling us these foods have our best interests at heart. It's important to be able to share this information. It's important to be able to take it seriously because, as you know, the amount of illnesses and cancers and conditions have rapidly increased over the last 50, 60, 70 years. And it's about the same same increase with the introduction of these foreign objects in our food supply. So the closer you can get to locally grown, natural, I encourage you to support your farmers markets in your communities and also ask them, ask them where they're from and if they do grow organic produce as well. And also ask in your stores, can you provide us with organic produce? Or else I'm gonna have to go to another store. I mean, I like the fact that you're close by, but I really want to know that the foods that I'm eating don't have pesticides and insecticides and fungicides that I can't even wash off because
Hmm.
they've been injected into the foods that I'm consuming, that I'm giving to my family. You can't boil these things away, right? So, any
Right.
questions for me?
Well, yes, what I want you to do for the next 2 minutes is look at starting at 7:04. Elizabeth Tavares, she has a question for you, and a couple other questions. Okay, so take that.
I'm sorry. One more thing I wanted to mention too that I discovered, because we did have that question about the polycystic um, ovaries when I was doing a little bit of research, and I'll come right back to that. Um, where were we? One of the things that I saw with the polycystic, hold on one second. Oh, here it is, polycystic ovaries. That is actually linked to high cholesterol and high blood sugar levels. Those are the biomarkers for it. And that they're, if you can reduce the amount of cholesterol in the diet and reduce the amount of blood sugar in the diet, that helps with the polycystic ovary syndrome. So, of course, I want to encourage you, even with the chromium piconate and the chromium niconate, to work with your healthcare practitioner in terms of just creating the amount that you should be taking for yourself and to be able to monitor it and to make sure that it's not conflicting with any other condition that you might have. And I would encourage you to um, seek out help from a physician or healthcare practitioner that has familiarity with nutritional supplements, right? Because, like I said, the average doctor doesn't really have that level, that depth of insight about nutritional support. So go to someone who does know about nutrition to be able to follow you and make sure that there's no conflicting interests. Okay, I'm sorry, Prince. What did you ask me?
Yeah, just for the next 2 minutes, I appreciate Carmen's patience because she's been waiting. So,
Oh, where? Come on, where? That's 7:38. Sorry.
yes. So just 2 minutes. I want you to answer Liz's questions and the other questions you have in the chat. Says, hi, Sky. I recently read that adding a little bit of salt to drinking water can add electrolytes and make it so that you don't wake up during the night to use the bathroom. Is this idea okay? That's the first question.
I have seen that recently, adding a little bit of like the Himalayan sea salt to water to, add to that.
Yes,
Of course, as well as just coconut water that's going to add your electrolytes as well. But I've
exactly.
heard that. So give it a try. Give it a try and see if that works for you.
Yeah, yeah. I know it definitely would add electrolytes to the water for sure.
Hmm.
The
And
next
see if that
question.
helps with the going to the bathroom. And also make sure you get yourself checked, get the sugar levels checked because that's a symptom of possible diabetes. So you want to make sure that because your body wants to make more water to kind of water down the blood. So just get it checked, but try it.
Okay, good. Can you share the spelling, Sky? The spelling you mentioned of the chromium, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying?
Chromium piconate.
Yeah, and the other one. Yes.
Chromium piconate and niconate. I'll put
Yes.
them in the chat. Let me put them in the chat. Hmm.
Okay, great. She'll put that in the chat. That's excellent. Next one is Kilana said, but corn is a vegetable, of course, not the way the U.S. does it, shaking my head. Said, so again, Liz, can you repeat that about organic label? Is that the same thing? Can you repeat that about the organic label?
You said 100% organic and organic.
Yeah, it has to say 100% organic in order for it not to have any GMOs in it. If it just has organic by itself, which is really deceptive, if it just says organic by itself, it can still have some genetically modified organisms in it.
Wow. And Liz would like to know, can we get this info via email? There's a lot of details that I would like to review. What do you think, Sky?
I think the fact that you record these events and you post them so that everybody can see it and replay it, just take some notes. Listen to it again and take some notes would be the best way I would recommend.
Okay, because I will definitely be sending this out.
And I encourage folks to like them. I mean, you take the time to post these on YouTube, and I would encourage everybody that's participating in the class to like the post that you're putting up, Vince. It's just important to get the word out.
Definitely. Is food coloring the same as these artificial color chemicals?
If it says just flavors or it says artificial flavors, if it doesn't say natural colors, and they should itemize what the natural colors are, what the natural flavors are, right? Because if it just says flavors, it could be any kind of flavor, right? If you're a vegetarian and it says flavors on the natural flavors, that could be beef, right?
Yeah.
Beef is a natural flavor, but if you're a vegetarian, you may not want to consume beef, right? So usually if they're being really transparent, they'll put down what flavors they're using or what kind of colorings that they're using.
Okay.
Because they use beetle shells, crushed beetle shells for coloring, right? That may not be something that you want. They'll say natural coloring, right? But you want to see what natural colorings they're using.
Right, for sure. Okay, well, this has been very informative. It took us a little longer than we expected. And next week, we'll talk about the intermittent fasting, my favorite. That'll be very powerful. That's going to take some time. All right. But this has been wonderful, Sky. Thank you so much. And Carmen, thank you for your patience. And I'm going to ask you just take it from here and hope everyone is ready for what happens next to burn those calories, move your body, and looking forward to it. Carmen, take it away.
All right. Thank you so much, Sky, for all of the information that you've shared.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Thank
And
you
I'm
so
sorry
much.
for overstepping. Vince, you gotta help me stay on track with the time. Please, please,
It was
please.
getting good. I couldn't stop you.
Okay. Today we are going to be doing Kukua Afro Fitness. We're going to do some Adore Your Core. So we're going to work on our core work. We'll stretch, and then we'll do some dance movement at the end. So I want everyone today to have water. So have your water in case you get thirsty. Have a mat or a towel or something that can support you. You can choose to have shoes or no shoes at all. That's your choice. Make sure that you're able to modify. Do what feels comfortable for your body. All right. So we're going to begin with working and stretching our body. So come to a seated position. Let's start with our legs extended in front of us. Okay. Let me know if you're able to hear sound. Give me a thumbs up if you are.
Not hearing you. We're not hearing you, Carmen.
No sound. Okay. Alrighty. Is it possible, Vince, that you guys can share the sound on the screen
Let me
while we're
see.
working out?
Let me see if Donna can do that.
Okay.
Jaden is gonna do it.
Okay, Donna, you there? So
Yes.
Jaden's gonna
Yes.
share the music.
Yes. Carmen, which one do you want him to share? The piano?
Yes, that'd be
Okay.
great. Thank you
Jaden,
so
take
much.
it over.
Not too loud.
Good. Reach your arms up overhead. Flex those toes. We'll do 10 reaching forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now point your toes down towards the floor. Keep going. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Bring the hands by your side. And you're going to bring the right knee into the chest. And 1. Lower the foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now we'll do another step. A little faster. Here we go. Knees into the chest. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Great. Now you're going to bring your legs to a V formation. Stretch your arms out. Reaching side to side, reaching for your toes. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Stretch those arms up overhead. Interlock your fingers. Good. Stretch over to the right and stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back to center. Stretch to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Reach those arms out. Now you're going to twist, reaching the left hand across to the right foot. 1, center. 2, to the left. 3, reach across. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. Now you're going to bring the bottoms of your feet together. Knees are bent. Good. And you're going to press those elbows into your knees and pulse the chest forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Reach your fingertips out to the floor. You're going to stretch over to the right. Let that left knee come up. 1. Center. Over to the left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5 more. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Very good. Stretch those legs out in front of you. Now you're going to reach underneath. So you're going to lift the leg and clasp your hands underneath the leg. 1, right leg. 2, left leg. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 5 more, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Very good. Bring those legs around. You're going to come to all fours. We're going to warm up the spine. Make sure that your knees are aligned with the hips, shoulders to the and the wrists aligned. Tuck the toes under. Round the back. 1. And up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. You're going to extend your right leg back. Extend your right arm forward and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And switch. Extend the left leg. Right arm forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. You're going to tuck the toes under. Come into a plank position. You're going to hold there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Lower the knees. Get back on your heels. Right. Good. You're going to step your right foot forward. Step your left foot forward. Come into a forward bend. Good. Step your feet hip width wider than hip width apart. Good. You're going to reach over to the right. 2, 3, 4. Reach for that toe. 5, 6, 7, 8. Center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Over to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now bend your knees. Bring your hands to your knees. Back and straight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Bring hands to the hips. Shift over and right. Center to the left. Center to the right. Center to the left. Center to the right. Good. Left. To the right. 2 more. To the left. And to the right. Good. Stretch those arms out. Here we go. Reach to the right and left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Step those arms up overhead. Good. So you're going to bring it to the head, to your shoulder, to your waist, to your knee. Here we go. And head, to your shoulder, to your waist, to your knee. And head, to your shoulder, to your waist, to your knee. Good. Head, to your shoulder, to your waist, to your knee. Left hand and head, to your shoulder, to your waist, to your knees. Now you're going to reach that right arm overhead. Reach. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. To the left. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again. 1, 2, to the right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Now you're going to bring the elbows in and open side. And you're going to bring your knees in and side. Forward to the side. Yes. Bring it in. And out. That's it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. And you're going to reach the arms out. Bring them into the shoulders. Reach out. Shoulder. Good. And out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. Out. In. That's it. Work those arms. Ten more. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Circle those arms out to the side. Out. Now you're going to pick up those knees. Circle out. Out. Step left. Step right. Step left. Step right. Good. Breathe as you're moving. Opening those arms. Beautiful. Here we go. 10 more. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring those hands behind your back. Breathe. Now you're going to move those shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you're going to step forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you're going to reach to me. 2, 3, 4. Hands behind the back. 1, 2, 3. Stepping forward, then step back. 2, 3, 4. Forward. 1, 2, 3. Looking good. Step back. 3, 4. And forward. 2, 3, 4. Step back. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more. 2, 3, 4. Take it back. Come forward. Take it back. 2 more. Here we go. Take it back. Last step. Take it back. Good. Now you're going to go arms across the body. And you're going to turn the knees in. Open, close those arms. That's it. Here we go. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You're going to lift your arms up and down. Reach up, touch your knees. Reach it up and down. Up and down. Good. Up and down. Up and down. Up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to add a step forward. Right foot forward. Back. Left. Left. Right. Left. Step forward. Run into the front. That's it. Right. Right. Left. Right. And left. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to bring your knee up. Place your hands on the knees. Lift the knees up. Knees come all the way up to the chest. Here we go. 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. We're going to put those 2 movements together. Stepping forward with our right so the arms come up. We'll do 10 of those and then we'll bring the knees up to the
chicken
front.
Big Mac at McDonald's
Here we
looks
go.
like a Big Mac, has 3 buns
You can
and
take a moment
sauce
to
like
get a
Big
sip of
Mac,
water if
but
you need
has
to.
2 chicken patties, then it's not a Big Mac.
All right.
At participating McDonald's for a limited time.
Here we go. Starting with your right leg. Here we go. Stepping forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Now bring the knee up to the chest. 1, 2, 3. Hit the knee. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Step the feet apart. You're going to reach the arms out to the side. Left arm high, right arm low. You're going to reach out and in. 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 Faster and out. In. Out. Out. In. Out. Out. In. Out and in. Out and out. In. Out. In. 10 more. And 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Here we go. Switch to the other side. Breathe. Shake it out. Shake those arms out. Looking good. We're going to do the other side. Here we go. Stepping out, we'll do it slow. Bring it in, and out, and in, and out, and in, and out, and in. Stepping out, and in, out, and in, out, and in, and out. Here we go. Faster and out. In, out, in, out, in, out, in. It's your whole body working out. Out, in, out, in. Here we go. 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those arms. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out. Good. Okay, so the next movement you're going to do, you're going to bring the knee up and then kick. Knee up, then kick and knee. Knee up, then kick. Knee up, then kick. Knee up, and kick. Knee up, and kick. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Slow. And kick. Knee up. And kick. Knee up. Kick. Last one slowly. Knee up. And kick. Faster. Here we go. And 1.
These beats are on fire.
3, 4, 5, 1 more, 6, 7, 8, last 1. Good. Here we go. You just bend on your swing those arms forward and back. Good. Breathe. Alright, so next we go to, you're going to step and you're going to kick to the back. Okay? So your arms are going to reach back and kick back and down. Back and down. Back and down. The knee back. Back. And
These beats
back.
are on fire.
And back. And back. Faster. Here we go. And up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Open up that chest. Elbows going back. Kicking that foot towards the back side. Here we go. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. March it out. Here we go. We're going to do the other side. Bring both knees. Bring your arms forward. Here we go. Foot goes back and down. Put the foot down. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Good. Up and down. Up and down. Up and down. Up. Here we go. Speed up. Let's 10 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and good. March it out. You are doing excellent. Now you're going to roll the arms down, roll up, move the body, roll those arms up and down, it down, take it up, take it down, take it up, take it down, take it up, take it down, take it up, faster, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Reach those arms out to the side, and rock your hips side to side. Good. And you're going to bring your hands to your knees. You're going to tap your shoulders. Tap, tap, tap. Tap the right shoulder, 2, 3, 4. Then left shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right shoulder, 1, 2, 3, 4. Left 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 arm, 2, 3, 4. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add the rolling step and then the tapping of the shoulders. So we go forward, we're going to step rolling 1, step left, right, right, left, and you're going to step back 1, 2, 3, tap your shoulders and roll forward. Step, step. Now do the left side. Tap your shoulders, tap your shoulders, tap your shoulders. Now roll it 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap your shoulders. Step back 2, 3, 4, and roll it 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap your shoulders. 2, 3, 4. You're doing great. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it. Tap your shoulders. And roll it. Tap your shoulders. And roll it. 2, 3, 4. Tap your shoulders. And roll it. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it. Tap your shoulder. Last set and roll it. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it. Tap your shoulder. Good. So now you're going to stretch those arms, interlock your fingers, stretch them over your head. Good. You're going to grab the elbows. So you're holding with your elbows. Good. You're going to twist your knees, twist right and left. And then your upper body leans rock side to side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now you're going to circle the arms down, 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 and circle. Back to the left, around, 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 to the right. Circle, 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 and back. Circle, 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 and forward. Circle, 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 and back. Circle, 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 and forward. Circle, 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 and back. Good. Now take those arms up overhead. Stretch them up, breathe, interlock those fingers, stretch all the way. Good. Hold on to the elbows. Your knees turn now to the left. So you're going to twist to the right. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, and twist. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So circle the arms down. 2, 3, 4. Circle back to the left. 2, 3, 4. Forward 1, 2, 3, 4, stepping back. 2, 3, 4, forward 1, 2, 3, forward and circle back. 2, 3, 4, last set. 1, 2, 3, forward and circle back. Good. Keep those arms out to the side. Stretch it up. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Stretch it up again. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Now next what we're going to do is you're going to take the hands, interlock them. You're going to go up and down, up and down. You're going to step, left, right, left, right, left, right. You go up and down, up and down, up and up and down, and down. Other side, and then up and down, up and down, and down, and switch, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and switch to the left, and down, and up and down, up and up, switch to the left, and down, and up and down, and up and down, and up and down, switch to the left, and down, and up and down, and up and right up and down, and down, and down, and up and down, and up and down. Now you're going to do nothing forward. You roll the arms. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now you're going to bring the elbow up, step back, step back, step back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now roll to the right, left, right, left. Moving forward, 5, 6, 7, 8. Arms open. Up, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. 6, 7, 8. Now roll to the front. 1, 1, 1, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And roll to the front. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. And roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last step. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Take it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
By the way, I'm paying for our pedicures.
7, and 8. Stretch those arms up.
People
Breathe
with the
in.
Wells Fargo Active Cash
And
credit card
breathe
prefer to pay
out.
because they earn unlimited
You're
2%
doing
cash back on
amazing.
purchases.
Get a sip
Visit
of water.
wellsfargo.com.
Get a sip of water. How you feeling out there? You doing all right? Okay. Get a sip of water. Awesome, awesome. Good, good, good. Take a sip of water. All right, so we have about 10 more minutes. We're going to keep moving and then we'll cool down. You are doing awesome. All right. So you're going to circle the arms, waxing on, waxing on. You're waxing on. 2, 3, 4, circle 5, 6, 7, 8. Then wax off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Once more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Please come up, circle back. 2, step back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And circle forward. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Last one. And back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Now you're going to reach across. 2, 3. Hands on the waist. Reach across. Reach across. Reach across. Good. Eight more and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Now you're going to step back with the left. Bring it in hands and back behind you and tap your shoulder. Back, back, forward, and back, two together. Left, in, right, in, left, in, right, faster, here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. March it out. Good. Now you're going to reach towards your right leg. Flex that foot out. Curve it in. Reach down for your left foot. Up. And curve it up. Curve down. Bring it up. Down. And up. Down. And up. So dig into that heel and then step. Dig down. Heel. And reach. Heel. And reach. Heel. And reach. Good. Here we go. 4 faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Good. Watch it out. We're going to cool it down. So stretch those arms up. Then stretch all the way up and down. Breathe. Inhale. Reach it up. Exhale down. Breathe. Inhale up. Exhale down. And inhale up. Good. Step over to your right. The last back is down to your toes. Good. Hold it there and breathe. Good. Stretch it up. Flat back. Back to center. And switch over to the left. Right check. And exhale. Reach down to your toes. Hold and breathe. Good. Flat back. Step all the way back to center. Good. Come forward. Flat back. And the side. Good. Breathe. And stretch it up. Good. You're going to keep together. And stretch forward and all the way down. Touch your toes. Good. Stay there. Good. Bend your knees and bend. 2, 3, 4, and stretch. Good. And bend. 3, 4, and stretch. Good. Now you're going to roll, bend those knees, alternating right and left. Roll those arms as you come back to standing. Reach those arms all the way up overhead. Press those palms down. Good. Now we're going to roll those shoulders back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll the shoulders forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now flip the head to the right. 2, 3, all the way around. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and to the left. Circle 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Rolling down through the spine. Keep your hands on your knees and roll up through the spine. Down, breathe, and up, and down, roll down, and roll up. 2 more. Roll down, and up. Good. Bring that knee, left knee into the chest, and down. Right knee up and down. Left knee up and down. Right knee up and down. Good. Rock forward and back. Hip forward and back. Rock forward and back and forward and back. Circle the hips around to the right and up. Around to the right. 3 and 4 to the left. Circle 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Good. Reach for that back foot. 1. Put it down. Left foot. 2. Put it down. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Good. Shake it out. Twist. Shake it out. Shake it out. Twist. Shake it out. Shake it out. Twist. Shake it out. Twist. Shake it out. Good. Shake those hands up. Floor overhead. Overhead and down. 2, 3, 4, and bring it up. 2, 3, 4, and open side. Breathe. Wrap those arms around your shoulders. Good. You did amazing today. Amazing, amazing. Good. Clap it up for yourself. Amazing, amazing.
Yes, that really was amazing. That was a really good class. All your classes are great, but that was really special, you know? And let Carmen know how you guys feel. Did you enjoy that class? Looked like you touched on every key point of the body there, you know? Talk to me, or at least put it in the chat. How you
Yes,
guys
she
feel?
did.
She did?
She touched every part of my body.
That's good. That's good.
Great.
Thank you, Carmen.
You're welcome so much.
You see, if you don't use it, you lose it. So let's use it, okay? Somebody told me they didn't know you touched on some parts of the body they didn't know they had. I'm like, whoa, okay. You know? And you can go in for a nice soak in the tub after this one. But it was great. And after getting information from Skai about the chemicals we're putting in our bodies, you know, you've got to find a way to get rid of those chemicals. And it happens when you are eliminating. But exercise helps you to eliminate, to get rid of the toxins from your body. And the reason these toxins build up is because we're not moving our bowels, we're not moving our bodies, you know, we're not eating enough fiber. So what happens? The toxins stay in your gut and becomes toxic and becomes cancerous. And all of a sudden we wonder why we feel so sick. So you've got to realize this is your body. You've got to love it. I know Carmen does this where you hug yourself. You have to hug yourself. You have to love yourself. You know, don't wait for somebody else to love you. You love you. That's most important, I believe. If no one's going to love me, I'm going to love myself. Okay. But it's always nice to have someone else. But I'm just saying, you love yourself, then everything else will come together, I believe. But it starts with your body and believing yourself and treating your body right. You know, we only have like 2.5 weeks to go with this program, but it's going to be what you do with the time. Okay, we want you to feel inspired, motivated to go out there and realize what is possible. It's possible to lose weight. It's possible to heal your gut. It's possible if you put the time and the energy towards it. And we're not going to go beyond our scheduled 8:30, but I just want you guys to know that we are there. We're here for you. And we want to make sure that you're getting the most out of this program. But you're going to get out of it just what you put into it, right? And we all know that. That's the wonderful thing. But be sure to show up on Thursday for our little wellness coaching and our program, our exercise with George, because you know George has something special for you as well. So show up, bring your body on Thursday, and we'll do the rest. And I'm going to send this recording out to you tonight, so you'll have it. So you can take these classes again and again and again. It's going to feel so good knowing that you have this program by your side to help motivate, encourage you, and inspire you to go out there and make it happen. Okay, this is the end of November. I'm sorry, the end of October. Forgive me, I don't want to rush the year by, but the year is flying by. November is next, and then December. And you know, it's always challenging during this time of the year to lose weight for most people. So that's why you have to kind of stay on track now towards the new year. So when the new year comes, hey, you're ahead of the game. The best way to do it is to stay strong and healthy today. Watch what you eat. Look at those labels. Those labels, if you can't pronounce those words, what do you think your body is saying? What do you think the cells in your body is saying? You can't pronounce it. They don't know what it is. So you've got to make sure you're eating whole food. Most of the time, it's got to be whole food. It's got to be real food, because your body only responds to real food, because you are a real person. You are a living person. So we have to eat living food. That's my talk for today. But I'm looking forward to seeing you on Thursday. You guys, you know, we're in touch via WhatsApp and also email. And every now and then I put a little comment in the WhatsApp in the chat box there, because I want to stay in touch. And I want you guys to be focused on what you need to do. But whatever you do, show up on Thursday, okay? And take care of yourselves. Remember, God bless, and I'll see you on Thursday. Take care. You guys did great tonight. Bye-bye now.
Thank you.